What when you say you took auditions, like, were you like, "Yo, let me hear your commentator voice. Let me
Did
hear
you like
your
pull
like."
up a
Oh,
desk
Yeah,
and
like
like sit there and just watch
so
and listen?
so for Mark, Mark actually lives really close to me. So I was like, dude, just come over. And I have a speaker and a mic. And I said, announce a workout. And he was like, okay. Like it was awkward. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I wouldn't have wanted to do that.
No,
but
it's
I
like
made it.
getting up in front of a class and doing a presentation. It like nobody wants to do
Yeah.
that.
reading out loud, yo, like that
Yeah.
shit's hard.
Yeah.
Reading's
And I
hard.
mean, he did great. He's all athletes, you're starting mats. And I was like, you already sound great. Good. Keep going. But the other one was they had Rocky Mountain Classic, which was a smaller competition. And I had talked to the organizer and he's like, no, that's fine. Have them call a few heats. And so Tessa, I just gave her the mic and she asked a few questions before. Like she had asked like, hey, like how do you draw people in? What do you focus on, this and this? So like her and I had a little bit of like a small training before. And then she kind of went out and, she ended up doing like, I mean, amongst both, she showed up both days. So she probably did like 10 plus heats. And
Wow.
her first or second were rocky because you're in your head and you're like, you say something and you're like, oh my God, did I just say that? That probably sounds stupid. You're kind of thinking all of that. She got out of that really quick. And by like the third or fourth heat, she was, really getting in the groove of what she was saying. And then at that point, it's just technique. It's like, hey, I need you to project here. We need a little bit more flexion when you're going to announce certain things to draw people in. And then Jordan did the same thing, and same thing. First heat was kind of rocky. Then he kind of got a little bit more relaxed in it into the second and into the third. And like, it just takes practice. Like I don't expect perfection anyway, or like right at the start. And
Oh God, thank you, because otherwise you would never come on our podcast. Because I was like, oh, do you judge us on how we draw people in? I don't know if we know how to
I
do
was gonna say, or the way
no,
we sound. When
Yeah.
you said like,
no.
oh shit, did I just say that or did I just sound like that? There was, I forget what it was. She was doing a clip for Instagram because obviously she does the shorts to, put on Instagram or whatever. And she put it was like at that 2-point speed or 1.5 speed. And
Yeah, yeah. Just to get through
my
it faster.
my laughing, I was like, do I actually sound like that? Because I laugh all the time and everybody
Yeah,
tells me that they love my laughs. I'm like, do I actually sound like that? It was
yeah.
so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing.
No, and actually that's one of the questions Tessa sounded. She's like, I don't want to be one of those annoying girls on the mic. So what do I need to do? Like that's how she opened it. And I was like,
Don't laugh.
okay. Like
At
yeah,
all.
you keep that inside. All right.
Yes. Yes.
But
So
yeah.
no, go ahead. Go ahead. So with
No, that,
Tessa,
that was kind of the wrap up. No, and so Tessa, I'm working with her more, and she's like, yeah, I kind of want to give this thing a shot. And I was like, cool, I need somebody from Mountain West if you want to go. And so she's like, yeah. So cool, might turn into her actually pursuing emceeing a little bit more on the side, which would be really cool. So
that's awesome. So we talked to the broadcasters and they obviously have like people in their ears telling them like, we're going to go here. We're going to go here. Do you see this? Don't miss this, that kind of stuff. And one of the situations we were talking about was with Bill. And someone was doing double unders. And this was way back when, where double unders, there was pee on the floor. And so they wanted him to go talk about that. But that's like a very embarrassing thing, but something to point out that like it happens. Like there's pee on the floor, it
yeah.
happens, no big deal, whatever. When it comes to situations like this, have you ever dealt with like an injury or whatever? And if there has ever been an injury, how do you guys on the MCs navigate that situation? Do you talk about it? Do you stay on it? Do you move away from it? Do you have people telling you what you're supposed to do? Like, how do you kind of navigate a really tough situation like that on the floor?
So I don't know if I've ever actually gotten guidance, like specific, like had an organizer say, if this happens, the one time, West Coast Classic last year. So the CrossFit semifinal, the week before there was a semifinal that I think it was when Panchik got hurt on the rope climb, jumping down.
Yeah.
Then they implemented like all these emergency procedures and all of these things that you need. Hey, if you hear this, like everybody come to protect, and so nobody can see and all of that stuff. In that situation, it's just like hey, we're holding, like obviously the event is at a standstill. No, you don't. We do not want to direct attention to any of that. Sometimes it's, I mean, depending on the floor size, like Summit Games specifically, we had I won't say the company. There was a company that does rings. I don't know that they're not a
Okay.
out of there, but anyways, there's a company that does rings that sponsored, and they had ring muscle ups, and like literally the guy went for his first one, and the right one snapped, and he like flipped and landed flat on his back. Like it was scary, and the guy
That's
jumped right up.
gnarly.
He's like, I'm good, like we're good, whatever. And so like
Yeah, until that
hey, we're gonna put you-
adrenaline. Until that
Yeah.
adrenaline kicks.
And he's like, oh, actually, it's starting to hurt, you know, like all that.
Yeah.
But you have like that situation happen, and hey, we just need to call out, and you know, I'm going to focus on this side of the floor. Like not everybody saw that, but you know, he's getting the attention he needs. Like we'll just try to give them some time and some space. That's usually what you want to do, especially in those bigger situations. Other situations, you just don't draw attention to it. I mean, at that event, that Summit Games event, they had a max back squat in I think it was like a 6-minute window, and a girl hit a PR, and she peed all over the floor, like, and she had enough time to go for another lift, and she's like looking out at her family, and she's like, oh my, like I can see her mouth that like I peed, like I don't know what to do. And like I just walked over and I said, we have sanitation, it doesn't matter, go for your next lift. And then she was like, oh okay, and she hit the next, I think it was 5 pounds higher, but she hit it. And so wow. she thanks me after, which like I think we just overthink a lot of that stuff. And for those that are well integrated in the CrossFit space, I think you know that that's a normal thing. I don't know, especially on the comp side, it's usually a guarantee that it's going to happen at every comp amongst the females. Like just happens.
Yeah, I'm in that space right now where I'm trying to like bring kind of awareness to what women are going through, which is why Joseph's a dick right now, and he's like, damn it, I'm on day 2. Yeah. I know, we talked about it.
Yeah, we saw your day 2 there, Joseph. We saw your day 2.
I absolutely loved your day 2. That was